everybody, I'm Kate Welshofer. This is No Teleprompter, No Mercy, the weekly web series that remembers a time before Match.com, when it took Chuck Woolery to make a love connection. I'll give you 2 and 2 to figure that one out. If you haven't heard, I'm doing a series called Before the Internet. I'm telling tales of nonsensical mishaps, situations, and occurrences and instances that could have been avoided had I just been able to WWW my way out of it. Today's story, The Blind Date. Are blind dates even a thing anymore, first of all? If someone tries to set you up with a friend of a friend's, coworkers, brothers, cousins, dog walkers, neighbor, pretty much all you have to do is say, what's his name? And let the internet do the rest. Oh, hello, 78 selfies flexing in front of the bathroom mirror. No photos of you oh wait. No, that's a scarecrow. It's complicated. Yeah, so's that hairstyle. Oh, hello, who's this? Oh, that's a brother who's married. Oh my God, look at their pug. No social media whatsoever. LinkedIn. Bottom line, you can get a pretty good idea if you want to grab coffee. Basically, the blind date is dead. But before the internet, the blind date was really blind. No swiping, no liking, no posting, no double tapping. All you had was a romantic leap of faith and somebody who had convinced you that their aunt and uncle, parents, cousins, brother, they met on a blind date and they've been married for 35 years. What no one tells you is that blind date success stories are like unicorns. Beautiful, beautiful bullshit. Here's the scene. I had just graduated from college, journalism degree in hand, and I took a job where any aspiring news cub might. The mall. I worked at Learner, a women's clothing store that doesn't even exist anymore. I was working with a girl, let's say her name was Jen, which actually I think is her actual name. Anyway, she was great, and at the time she was dating her husband. And by that I mean they were already married, but they had separated and they didn't want to get divorced, so they thought that they would just stay married, live separately, and start dating again. Too bad Learner didn't sell red flags. One day, we're folding sweaters when she asks, do you like redheads? To which I responded, what are we talking here, like Ronald McDonald or like Eric Stoltz? I sucked at it. Now that I'm thinking about it, she never answered the question. She's asking because she and her husband have a red-headed single friend, and wouldn't I like to join them for half-price appetizers and beers on a double date at Applebee's? What I should have said, no. What I did say, sure, why not? I'd already cut my hair into a really unflattering pixie cut, had acrylic nails that looked like eagle talons, was working at the mall after attending 4 years of college. Of course I'm going on this date. When it comes to dating of any variety, there's always hope, isn't there? It's gonna be that great story that you tell your children or your grandchildren someday. Yeah. So I head out to Applebee's and I meet Jen and her husband, who she is dating, and we wait. In he comes. And then I see him. For the first time. Perhaps a more accurate question to gauge my interest would have been, do you like red-haired mullets? He was wearing a tank top. The shirt was open, so it was on display. In my mind, I was thinking, what is it that I have put out there that has put me in this spot? I want to leave immediately. But I thought to myself, don't judge a book by its cover. Let's just see where this goes. We got talking about his dog. I remember the dog was a husky. He says, oh, wait a second, I got some photos in my wallet. So he took out the wallet and he starts searching, not really finding photos he wanted to find. And so he just said, actually, he rolled up his sleeve to reveal a tattoo of the dog that went from roughly his wrist to his elbow, the face of the dog on his forearm. Oh, this seemed a little bit aggressive. That's a beautiful looking dog. Oh, I don't have a picture of my dog. Oh, right, because it's tattooed on my arm. I realized that I wasn't going to be telling our future children this story. I also realized why people don't put a lot of faith in blind dates. I never saw him again. He probably has a tattoo of another dog on the other arm by this point. Had I had the internet at my disposal, I would have been able to do a little research prior to agreeing to this date. And maybe I would have been able to avoid what ended up being an incredibly awkward evening. I could have just been at home watching TV. I am of the opinion that there is a squirrel for every nut in this squirrel was not down with that nut. The weird thing is, I wonder if Jen is still dating her husband. It was not a love connection. And that's the blind date story. Okay, so if you like this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'm making new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm Kate Welshofer. See ya.